All right, everybody, you all know my first guest from his old MTV show, Jackass. Now you can see him co-starring alongside The Rock in the brand new movie, Walking Tall. Please welcome Johnny Knoxville. Doing all right? You looking good?
I'm feeling good. Thank you very much.
You got the letter I sent about the dress code here? I appreciate that.
Come on. Well, I just came from my spinning class. Come
Very
on.
nice. I understand.
I'm joking.
You look good. You look good.
Thank you. Well, first of all, before we get started, I just want to thank you. The last time I came on the show, I had this jacket on, and I pulled the zipper down, and I had a Miller High Life shirt on.
I remember that, yeah.
So now, Miller High Life, yes, thank you. I get 10 to 15 cases of beer once a month since that
You mean
day.
the company found out you did it and they started giving you the free beer?
So much beer. I rarely get to drink any of it because after the beer truck arrives, all my friends come immediately over to my house. It's the only time they ever come by, and I get left 2 bottles, but I get a lot of beer, and I want to thank you. And Miller High Life was very nice.
Very cool.
God, is it hot in here?
It's not that hot. It's actually kind of cold.
It seems kind of hot to me. So how you been? Hey, Matt.
Yeah. Good to see you. You better cut me in for some of that tux action, by the way.
Oh, yeah. It's really refreshing.
It is.
I have a couple in right now.
Very
and I feel
nice.
Great.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
There's a menthol coolness, yeah. So I'm told.
Yes.
Now, last time, that's going to be on the whole interview.
Come on, I got my credit.
Last time you were promoting the Jackass movie. Mm-hmm. That movie, and you were on just as it was coming out.
Right.
So we didn't get to talk about this. That movie did phenomenally well. It did really well in the theater, right. And then it did even much better on DVDs. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it was due to that insightful commentary me and the boys recorded for the DVD.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly Coppola discussing The Godfather. It was more like Steve-O going, dude, I was loaded when we shot that. The boys are naughty.
It's a lot of, ooh, that must have hurt. Yeah, it did.
Dude, I gotta go get baked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people want to see that again and again and again. Are you still, you're still doing the pranks now, or are you trying to ease off that a little bit?
Well, who's been a naughty boy in my family is my father.
Really?
He's a very naughty boy. At Christmas, he and my sister wrapped up a diamond ring and put it under the Christmas tree from my cousin Roger, unbeknownst to him, to his girlfriend Birdlegs. So everyone's opening their gifts, and it comes around to Birdlegs opening her gift, and she opens up, it's a diamond ring, and she just goes into hysterics with happiness. Oh, I knew I was always going to get this. I know. And poor Roger, he was sitting on the couch just ashen, and he wasn't even going to drink that day, but he's kind of laid down, and then it was explained to her that the diamond ring was a joke, and he wasn't actually proposing.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard. And this is on Christmas?
Yeah, it was on Christmas. Needless to say, they're not together anymore, but I don't know if that contributed to it, but I'm sure it didn't exactly help.
No, I would say that contributed to it. Oh,
yeah.
By the way, we're not getting married.
Yeah.
That's a prank. Now, did your dad teach you to do pranks when you were a kid?
Yeah, we started off with the pretty basic ones. Like, whenever a friend of his would walk into the room, I would just, hit him right in the zipper as hard as I could. Basic.
Yeah, basic, yeah. That old classic.
Yeah. I would literally walk into a room at 5 years old, and I'd throw fear into a whole room of full-grown men.
You would just haul off and punch them as hard as...
Sometimes I would get so much thrust, I'd be parallel with the ground when I punched. It was like Superboy.
Right.
Yeah. I was a horrible kid.
Well, I'm glad to see it all worked out. Yeah.
Yeah, things are really going good.
Now, I heard... Where do those tux pads come in?
Well,
They're coming. They're coming.
Okay.
You were in the news. Was it just after the Super Bowl? I'm reading a news story about you and something going wrong on an airplane?
Oh, God, yeah. We were flying back from the Super Bowl.
Who's we?
It was just a plane full of people. Actually, Tara Reid and the fat guy from my big, fat, obnoxious fiance were on the flight, and all of a sudden, So I hear a loud explosion, and the lights go out on the plane. I'm thinking, oh, my God, not only am I going to die, but I'm going to die with Tara Reid and the fat guy from my obnoxious fiance. And it's not like when you die, it's kind of who you die with. It ain't exactly the Big Bopper and Richie Valens.
Right. And
I'm sure they're sitting there thinking the same thing. Oh, no, I got to die with Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, so...
Known for putting explosives in his bottom.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was rather scary.
So what happened? What was the explosion?
It was lightning. Lightning struck the plane.
Wow.
And
God himself tried to bring you down.
Oh, he hates me.
He's mad at you. That was too much for that DVD. Now, have you do you fly much with your Jackass cronies?
Oh, dear God, I try not to, Conan. By the way, if any of you guys do see the boys on the flight, I would just you know, get off the plane.
Do they behave themselves on a plane?
No. Dear God. Pontius, he doesn't like flying that much, so he tries to drink and drink a lot so he'll pass out on the flight. But he drinks a lot, and he doesn't pass out. Like, only one part of his body shuts down. He's still conscious. And, like, for instance, on the flight to Japan we were flying over, Mr. Party Boy himself kind of lost... He went little bathroom on himself 3 times over.
Wait, did you say went little bathroom on himself?
Yeah, he just kind of...
We're not children here.
He kind of wet himself.
He wet himself, all right.
And no one was sitting around him, and right as the plane gets ready to land, old Mr. P stands up, takes off his shirt, gets down his duffel bag, and turns around to yell to no one in particular, "I'm not going to apologize to anyone for my manly physique." At that time, the plane lands and throws him face first into the ground. Yeah, I mean, he can't control it. I mean, on the way back from Kenya, the same thing. He was standing next to this lovely couple, thinking they were someone else, and was talking to him, and loses control of himself again. And
went little bathroom.
Little bathroom. And the poor lady sitting in the seat starts going, ding, 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 ringing for the stewardess. So don't fly with the boys.
Yeah.
They're
That's
naughty.
when the pilot knows to just put it down hard again to knock him out. Yeah. Are you going to be... And you're appearing on their various specials, aren't you?
Yeah. I shot some episodes in Indonesia with them for their TV show Wild Boys.
Right.
Yeah. So it's on Sunday with Bam Show, Viva La Bam. They're 2 great shows. So the boys are doing good. And
you're not getting hurt anymore, right? You just sort of let them get hurt now, right?
Well, we did some things where I could have. We went to the island of Komodo, and we were getting to shoot a bit with Komodo dragons get in the middle of their feeding frenzy with a dead goat hanging from a tree. And right before we get ready to shoot, the director goes, "Oh, by the way, you'll be in a suit of armor for this." And not only can I not see, but I can't, run, because... And Komodo dragons can almost run as fast as human, and
That's without an ancient suit of armor.
Yeah. Just bad ideas. I still get sucked back in.
Yeah. You're like Pacino in Godfather 3. They pull me back in! Man, well, Walking Tall, of course, is in theaters now, so
yes.
go out and see that. Always great having you on the show. Good luck to you. Johnny Knoxville, everybody. Alicia Cuthbert coming up. Take a break and be right back.